What is predetermined? My pole axes, episode 27 of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We'll see what we do. No. I think I said it last episode too, and I'll say it again. We've been talking to Marika for years now. Maybe it'll just never happen. She can just stay in the rocks with her boo thing, and that's all they'll do. Okay, so we can go looking for that poacher. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Fast travel to Troskovitz, go talk to the gravedigger. We can do these poachers, we can do Marika, we can do the hermit. So to that end, let's activate this hermit. Said to be hidden somewhere on the cliff with a cross. And talk to Bonnie, get the Voivod's letter. Just investigate the cross. Well, I guess we'll do that. Yo! That was a sick horse jump. And I'm even going the right direction. That is a first.
Quick!
F is what we're looking for. What's up, horsies? Or dearies? Just ran them all over.
Whoa!
Cross is on the road somewhere. Presumably. Maybe not. Isn't it?
Quick!
Guess not. Is this it? It's looking like it might be leading me to something. Poacher's hideout. Okay, we'll take some hunting arrows. Oh, I didn't need that. Sure, we'll take all those. Is there a poacher around here? Got a cool little stump log here. But I don't think this is the cross. Check out journal. Whoops. Find out the truth about the devil is optional. Gerda the apothecary might know more. Talk to the witness Stanislav. Investigate the cross. I know off camera when I was buying my hood, I did ask the tailor about the hermit, and there were a couple of dialogue options, but we got just about nothing actually from it. The cross was knocked knocked around a little bit. It was crooked, what they were saying. So past the poacher's hideout.
Quick!
Oh. This is like fall damage waiting to happen. These are pine trees. Bark's different.
Stand still!
Oh. Deer hunting spot.
There now. The conciliatory cross. An old memorial to some unfortunate event. This is where Gerda saw the apparition.
Oh, what the fuck? Come here. Oh, I can't, run away? Can't battle cry the wolves. Looks like we took them out. Good job, bud. We'll get him a little extra wolf meat. So we have to wait for it.
Oh, yeah, you silly doggy. Look what I have for you.
So there wolf around. I think there's another one that we killed, but maybe Mutt got it somewhere else. Open. Old field crossbow. Some potions. Dude, hell yeah. What is this? Some sort of cache. Okay. I guess dig is my only option here.
The soil's still fresh. Someone was digging here recently. One thing's certain. It was definitely no apparition.
Crusaders of the Red Star, Waffenrock. Crusader. Mutt's growling at something. Where's it at? Oh. Where's it at? Oh. Get him, Mutt. Hound Master. Good boy, Mutt. We're going to change into our fancy clothing to read these letters. An old letter about the Order's commander. Brother Ambrose, I know something that should interest you. I know who started the fire at St. Francis Almshouse and why. They want the Grandmaster removed, too. Meet me tonight at the appointed place. The Dominicans from the Inquisition suspect me, and the bishop won't help us anymore. Don't trust anyone. Interesting. Seneschal Ambrose's decree. It's in Latin. On the year of our Lord 1382, we make it known to all before God that Brother Ambrose of Prague has fulfilled his vows of order and mastery, has attained considerable renown and skill in his work, as well as having attained due wisdom in his age. We hereby place in the hands of Brother Ambrose of Prague all the duties and dignity of the office of Seneschal of the Order and swear allegiance to him before God. Our brother is further dispensed from the hospital service and is charged with the care of appointing honest correctors at the courts and confirming suitable preceptors of castles, hospitals, and other residences of the order. For his own use and that of his office, apart from the ordinary customs, our elder brother Ambrose is given 2 good riding horses, and one each for his knight and chaplain. He is also to have the service of 1 archer and 2 squires in armor, as well as 2 servants under saddle. It's another one we had too. Chronicle of the Knights of the Cross. Chronicle of the Crusaders. The history of the rise and fall of the noble and honorable order of the Knights of the Cross. Thank God in Christ that He has been pleased to guide my hand and bless me in the unworthy thing which I have, perhaps, only presumed to do out of insolent pride. I give attention to work where others cannot, to record what is not to be forgotten. Concordia res parva crescunt, discordia res maxima dilabuntur. About the founding of the Knights of the Cross. There have always been many foreign religious orders in the kingdom of Bohemia, but none of them have ever come from our roots. The blessed daughter of Przemysl, Agnes of Bohemia, seeing the misery and suffering of her subjects, who, plagued by sickness and wounds, had nowhere to turn, founded in the year 1233 at her nunnery the humble hospital, Brotherhood of St. Francis. By the grace of God, unity and devotion to helping their fellow men, the brothers soon achieved renown, so that after only 2 years the brotherhood moved to the church of St. Peter under the old town of Yesterhrad in Prague. Many clerics and priests now came with an interest in joining the order, which was not even a real order yet. In the year of the Lord 1237, through intercession of the Blessed Agnes of Bohemia, Pope Gregory IX himself took Hospitallers under his protection, so that no foreign power could harm them, and they would have to confess to him and to God alone. The buff omnipotens Deus established the brotherhood as Knights of the Cross. About Judith's Bridge. Blessed Daniel, the 13th Bishop of Prague, had the intention of building a stone bridge where the centuries only deep fords and sandy paths led across the Yeltava River. The bishop also won his king Vladislav II Premuslid and his wife Judith when they were in Italy on a campaign against the Milanese in the summer of 1158 and took great wealth there. The bishop also enlisted excellent Italian craftsmen to build Prague's oldest bridge, so that it was said to have been built in just 3 years, so that it was possible to cross between the old town on the eastern bank to the subcastle of the old Premusil king seat on the west. Named Judith's Bridge after the noble patroness of the building, it became the oldest in the Bohemian kingdom and the third stone bridge north of the Alps before the terrible flood in the year of the Lord 1342 destroyed it. About the founding of the hospital in the old town of Prague. In the year of the Lord 1252, under the second Grand Master Conrad, called Swabian because he came from Swabia, the brothers moved to the foot of the Judith Bridge and founded a new large hospital there. In addition to caring for the wounded and sick, the order was given the privilege by the gracious King Wenceslas I to collect customs duties on the bridge for its repairs. The new hospital with the Church of the Holy Spirit soon became the main seat of the order, which flourished greatly in those blessed years thanks to the beneficence of the king and other Bohemian lords. They thought of their immortal souls by having other hospitals built in their towns for the greater glory of God. About the death of Blessed Agnes of Premuslid. After the severe winter in the year of the Lord 1282, under administration of the fourth Grand Master, who was Otto of Saxony, died the venerable abbess, the most holy Agnes of the Premuslid family, called Bohemian, who founded the Order of the Knights of the Cross and contributed most to its flourishing. This woman, in her holy work, never married, although many princes aspired to her, and on the contrary she dedicated her life to God. Together with other noble maidens she founded the convent of the Poor Virgins of St. Clare and became its first abbess. Here she cared for the poor and the sick, and as a daughter of the king, sought to right wrongs, always protecting the poor from the strong and powerful. Kyrie eleison. on the growth of the order. Their Crusader order stood faithfully by the Premyslid family for many years, and for this received many benefits. But when King Wenceslas III was assassinated in Olomouc in the year of the Lord 1306, the country was in a terrible state of lawlessness for 5 years. Then the Order of the Cross fortified their commandery, but not their hearts. Many pilgrims continued to find relief from illness within the walls of the hospitals. Finally, the turmoil was ended by the coronation. Mutt, are you growling? I'm trying to read here. Of the new King John of Luxembourg. The order did well in his service, but it was his son, Emperor Charles IV, who brought the order to its true growth. Thanks to him, the order acquired a wealth of learned foreign books, holy relics, and other mysteries. The order's commanderies abounded from Chebeturi, Yaroslava in Silesia, and many villages, mills, ponds, and castles fell under the sovereign power of the Grand Master Frederick. Fucking A, man. This is a long book. For this game, at least. And the fire of the Order's commandery. The death of the blessed Emperor Charles IV in the year of our Lord 1378 ignited a spark of sinful hatred. Only a few hours after the death of the illustrious Emperor, a red rooster engulfed the entire Order's commandery in the old town of Prague. The flames quickly consumed the entire church, the hospital, and the Order's library, containing thousands of precious manuscripts and holy relics. Many of the sick and the brothers who had thrown themselves into the fire for them were burned. The terrible loss was all the greater because of the land books and records also disappeared. It was very well contrived, for the new Pope, Urban VI, did not look kindly on rich monasteries and rebellious orders, and gave his bishops free rein to intrigue. Much of the order's property was soon lost under strange circumstances. Old Grand Master Frederick died 2 years later and could no longer look on the misdeeds of his brothers. His successor was elected Zdenek, who, however, more than concerned with the reformation of things, was the contrary, more concerned with intrigue, and conspired with the Prague chapter against the archbishop, so that truth and unity came to a great detriment. God, what dark times have come for our order! We have fallen prey to the whore of Babylon and been poisoned by the poison from her breast. For by the courtesy small things grow, but by discord even the greatest things crumble to dust. Blank pages, blank pages. Intriguing. Where else do we want to check out? We want to talk to the apothecary, but it might be a little dark for that. B is find the hermit. Find out more about the hermit. Talk to the witness, Stanislav. Never mind, it's not as late as I thought it was.
Good dog, Mutt. Show me.
Where's he at? Pointing at the same thing we were just at? There's something else. This tall grass is shit, man. That's what you wanted me to see? Alright, let me feed you.
Here you go. Take it.
I'm gonna have to drop something. Crusader cloak. Still over by 2 pounds. Nourishment 86. What should we have? Plus 12. Have one of those. Here. Oh, I'm still wearing my fancy clothes. Might just drink a potion. Right, because there's nothing. I guess I could just drop some of this shit that's less needed. Ooh, a red coat. Kind of like that. Whoops. Oh yeah, I can just move shit to my horse. Wow. Took me a long time to remember that's something I can do. It's a little embarrassing. Get ourselves fast traveled back to Troskovitz. Ah, we can ride a horse. I feel like part of my enjoyment in this game is the times I allow myself just to play a little bit slowly. Just get a little immersed. It's nice. Oh, I'm amazed we didn't get knocked off our horse there. Don't react.
Good.
They didn't mean it. All right. Keeping this felt cap feels silly, but why not? You know, I think we're gonna keep the green one. But why don't we look and see if that coat is better than the other one? Oh, that's a pretty sharp looking Waffenrock. Less conspicuousness, but less charisma. Good to know.
Grüß dich.
I'll have a look at the wares.
And I'm dirty. Assuming at some point we'll get improved arrows, so we'll just keep using the hunting for now. It's not worth swipping and swapping, I don't think. We'll keep the women's clothing for now. Might come in handy. I feel like these potions aren't even worth enough. I should just be using them. Already read that. I think we read all of it. We'll keep that Crusader cloak for now. These fangs aren't actually worth shit. I don't know why I've been keeping them. So he's got 378. Sure we can find something worth buying. A couple bandages. A couple armorer's kits. Another armorer's kit to balance out the amounts here.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen. Why? You'll convince me.
Cool, thanks.
Viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
There's a trough around here. There we are.
Are you going to do laundry today?
Aye, aye.
Was wünschst du, mein Freund?
I hear the devil was seen here.
God above. Give over with that.
Oh, this isn't Gerda. Gerda is who I want to talk to. G.
Oh my God, I'm awfully hungry. Should I go and get something from the kitchen?
Housemaid.
What? Like you people say. Troubles. Does your wife
There's
really
Gerda.
love you that much? She doesn't seem such a
Hello.
to me.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Should have worn my fancy clothes.
Wait, Gerda. I didn't come to mock you. On the contrary, I want to help you.
Really?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It was the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tachov. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound, and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was, like the devil, and heading straight to Apollonia.
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fellow killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle.
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's going to make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Okay. I'll hopefully try to remember that. Stanislav is the next guy to talk to for that, I do believe. Let's deactivate the stuff we're not going to be doing. Like forbidden fruit. Is that the only one that we're not currently worrying about? Oh, the L, which we still want to be tracking that. Head towards I.
Gerda, it definitely wasn't the devil who dug a hole under that cross.
that caravan of soldiers again? Looks like it, yeah. Good chat with this one.
Nice horses you have there. Think they can carry one more?
These nags? Sure they can. Hop on.
Interesting.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under
you
it.
poof.
Not the shade, but because I was pissing down. Aye. But the
I'm just
weather
gonna
had
see
been
what he
stormy
says.
some days, so one of the branches fell off. Nothing happened to the noble, but it broke his horse's
I built
back.
them a shelter in the pasture, but when it started to rain, they just stood in the mud
He
and
complained to
chewed
the
wet
bailiff,
grass.
saying the oak's
Just one
dangerous
of them
and has
stuck
to
her
go.
head under the roof so she could eat dry grass.
God be with you. Greetings.
Or is he not gonna say anything?
When's the last time you saw a bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will still be...
Okay, I imagine you would have said something by
I'll
now.
walk the rest of the way. My arse is going numb.
Off you go then. May we meet again.
Dude, what a G.
Go!
These horses are not faster than mine, but they were better than mine, right? Yeah. Hello.
Needs to simmer a bit more. Greetings, my friend.
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? You need to bury a dead goat? Or are you tired of life and need a noose?
None of those things. I was just passing by. What's new around here? You must know of every dead soul.
The living and the dead. I could write a book about it if I knew how. Or if the scribe in Troskovitz was in a mood to listen to me for longer than one afternoon.
Do you know what happened with the bodies from near the pond? Tankard, Conrad.
Who?
Well, you wouldn't know their names. A couple of soldiers that fell there. Where are they buried?
Oh, I remember them. They all ended up in a pit together right by the cemetery. All I got was a yellow waffen rock for the effort. Getting them out of there was a grind. They was well fed. You could tell right away they was from better parts than this here county.
Yeah, you're right. They're a long way from home.
Not to worry. Earth is earth, wherever it is.
Are you and the herb woman related? You both look, well, really old.
We're not related. We both got some years behind us, and we both unclean in our own ways. That's all we have in common. Different herb women came to me from time to time for hangman's nooses or nails from the gallows. What they do with them is their own business. I'm just a trader. But
Ooh.
Bozhena ain't like the others. She's an honest herb woman who only heals with herbs and prayers. Do you know why they chased her out of town?
I do. On account of Yakesh's son.
There's a place called Limbus Infantium. Make sure you never send anyone there. Not even by accident, like Bozhena did with Yarushek.
Well, I don't think I'll be going into the midwifery trade, but I get you.
Interesting. I wonder if we had spoken to this dude before we talked to Straw, I think his name was, way long time ago when we were trying to find Pavlena. I wonder if we could have passed that scholarship check.
I had to dabble in your trade a little bit. Buried a young man from the nomad camp who got beaten to death by woodcutters.
I know. Don't think I didn't try to get him for myself. He wasn't baptized, so I couldn't bury him in the cemetery. But he deserved a good place in the ground nonetheless. It gave me a terrible itch. I can't stand unfinished work. The damned woodcutters left him there like a solstice decoration.
I buried him in his favorite place.
You did well. Don't hesitate to bury any other corpses you find left unburied. You have my blessing. I can tell right away if a fella understands an honest trade.
Okay, he apparently doesn't have anything new about the hermit, but we'll ask him how's life?
How's life treating you, Ignatius?
A lot better than it's treating my customers, I must say. Come to think of
You're
it,
funny,
the
dude.
only thing that pisses me off is that once I kick the bucket, there won't be a single experienced gravedigger to put me to rest. Aye, the shoemaker's children go barefoot, as they say. All the young folks these days care about is making coin. Nobody's interested in the honest trade of grave digging anymore.
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But being the gravedigger, I'll never have a place of my own here. They'll throw me by the wall like a dog and bury me without ceremony. But when I'm dead, I won't care. If it was up to me, I'd even bury the suicides in hallowed ground. We're all equal before death and the Lord. This game of better and worse places of final rest don't count for nothing.
What a progressive man.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
You said there's been a lot of people dying around here recently, right?
Well, it ain't usual for people to get offed by the cartload out here in the sticks, if you ask me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason, then. Hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging. Not something you see every day.
Well, I'm only asking. No real reason.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work if it bit 'em on the arse. It's no wonder I can't find any help.
Are you offering me a job?
No. I'm giving you a warning. You ain't cut out for this trade.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can spot it a mile away.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it, and that's that. A gravedigger needs passion. A sense of duty ain't enough. It's a service, a labour of love, and the meaning of life all in one, lad.
But seriously, Ignatius, tell me about yourself.
Gravedigger, knacker, snorter's constant companion, and lover of colourful sunsets, all in one man.
You've nearly got more titles than the Emperor himself.
Well, I have been doing it for almost 40 years now. The bailiff pays me well, in coin and sometimes in goods.
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is gold, lad. A gravedigger's got it hard, and so does a knacker. I pick up dead animals on the side of the road. That's the knacker's job. You could say, I have a knack for it. That's why people say I'm unclean. If I had children, they wouldn't be allowed to marry anyone besides an executioner or a gravedigger. It's so ingrained in folk. A fella takes care of things they wouldn't want to handle themselves, and this is how they repay him. Can't even go to the tavern no more.
Have you been
It's
a
a bummer.
gravedigger your whole life? Have you ever thought of changing your trade?
I did think about it once, if I'm honest. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin, but some fool with friends in high places got the job, though he can't even tell a shovel from a spade. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it. Why would I want to dig graves for people who don't appreciate my craft?
So you've always been here otherwise?
And what of it? Do you think I get bored here? Not recently, I don't. But I think I told you that already.
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately, they were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy. But if you closed their eyes and buried them in consecrated ground, you've nothing to worry about.
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. Don't let it bother you. As long as you picked the spot with good intentions, that's all that matters. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven. You needn't worry. You did everything right, lad.
I'm not from these parts.
I like this
and
guy. He's
I've
a
seen
G.
a few
There's
conciliation
a lot of lines,
crosses
too.
around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when a fella buries an axe in someone's head over something stupid and then comes to regret it. Or if the law sees to it that he regrets it. The sinner then has to erect a conciliation cross to mark the site of his evil deed.
Where does he get the cross from?
Where do you think? From me.
You're in charge of that too? Stone cutting?
I know how to cut a cross out of stone. And what of it? With the soft sandstone around here, it's child's play.
So they're all your work?
I wish. I've only sold 2 or 3 recently. Most of these here are right old. You might find a few stories about them in the village chronicle what's kept at the rat house. All I know is a young fella once jumped off the cliffs near Takoff, and folks say the place is cursed.
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do, but I'm not telling you any. I'm not an old fishwife.
Dude, we've been talking for like 30 minutes. What are you talking about?
I'm looking for a poacher in this area. Have you seen anything suspicious?
Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wolves than you can shake a stick at. It's mighty odd how many of them are wandering around here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poaching.
Any idea where I should take a look?
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with boulders leading towards Slatigo. Follow it into the woods and take a look there. The Slatigo forest ain't that thick, so you won't get lost. It's
Okay.
nothing but rocks, really.
Thanks.
See you later, my friend.
All right, behind the cottage, there's a path. So I don't know where that's at. But I think we can stumble around enough to find it. Oh. He's looking for me. Wolves? Unfinished cottage. Might be just there. Alternatively, this looks like a little fence structure. Man-made enough that there's got to be something around here. Yeah, here's a wolf. Or a dead deer. Huh. Oh, that's a symbol. It's kind of like a path run. There's a camp.
That must be the unfinished cottage Varel was talking about.
I don't know if I have the skill for this. I guess I do. Improved hunting area. Map of game near Slatego. Let's take a look at it. camp. South is wolves. Deer, some crosses. Okay. Boar's tusk, raven's feathers, roe deer hide. We'll take all that. Charcoal. 50. Why does he have so much charcoal? So this looks like it could well be his camp. Let's go to the south. It's just where the wolves were. Or do we keep following this road? I think I saw a sack up there. Alright, it's just a tree stump. Did I pick up anything that Mutt can track? Yeah, Mutt.
Track.
Ah, fuck. Guess not. Alright, well, like I said, south is where the wolves were. I do believe. Yeah, between the rocks. Huh. This little path is leading us out. Is that just music or is that a wolf growling? I think that was the music. Nope. Some rabbits. A lot of rabbits. Doing the moonwalk. I think we're just getting back to that building, right? Yeah. But I think this is his camp, so presumably at some point he'll return here. No, I think that just is leading us that way, isn't it? More or less came in from the north. But maybe if we can find where those crosses were. road that curves around like that and camp right in the middle. I think that's where we are. Right, yeah, this road kind of curves around. So we want to go to the northeast. See if you can find where those crosses are. Unless that's supposed to be just the graveyard. That would make more sense. Okay, yeah, that's the graveyard. Camp is there. The wolves. There's also deer hunting spots, it seemed like. Let's be able to go faster. Just run around the woods. Row hunting spot. Okay. So then there should be another one pretty close. In this map here, deer left, deer slightly below that. Yeah, so there should be one in this near area. What'd you find? Digging out a rock? That's what you found? There's a nest. Oh, up there. Meow. Hunting arrow, boar's tusk. Finding plenty of evidence of poaching. What's up, Mutt? You're giving me false alarms, brother. Oh, it's a deer hunting spot, though.
Good dog, Mutt. Show me.
Can I hit this? Damn. Okay, there's deer there too, so then wolves are even further south? If I'm reading that map correctly? Oh, out of the range for the mission. Okay, there's rocks here. Follow a landmark. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I see wolf up on that rock. Whoops. It's good practice for me, good practice for me. Whoops. Well, enough of that silliness. The other wolves at? Warfare 17. There's at least one more. Where's it at? I just have to let Mutt take him on, man. More so just so I wouldn't hit Mutt, but whatever. Get some more survival points. Or survival experience, I should say. Oh, whoops, I didn't need to grab those teeth. Rabbit over there. Who knows, though? Now that I'm thinking about it, might be able to turn the wolf ears in for a bounty or something with the huntsman. I doubt it. But it's worth holding on to just to see. Might have been one more, but whatever. On the wolf hunting spot. Oh, come on. Oh, there's one. Oh, they're so fucking loud. Let's discover the hunting area anyway. And we saw 2 deer. There's gotta be a hunting spot. That's the path.
Could this be the saltpeter pit Crazel is looking for? And I'm supposed to taste it. Cold saltpeter. Not cold. Just raw.
I still want to talk to Bonnie first, but good to know that's where it's at.
Die!
Rammed into his ass. Well, I guess we don't get to discover a hunting spot, or we're just not looking in the right places. As soon as I draw my bow, you bastard. I'll just wait here a minute. Unless this is a way to get out somewhere.
You silly mutt.
Here, mutt!
Some wolf meat.
This is the
Oh.
poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here, and it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. Must have a look around.
What was that about hunting poachers? Yeah, they're vile. They're terrible, awful. Someone should punish them. Oh yeah, I have a perk point in survival. Deer heart will take some rump. It's the most expensive stuff. Grab 3 of these. What's up, Mutt? What'd you find? Weak bane poison. Wine. Poacher's knife from Slatego. A knife in your inventory which Mutt can scent. Very nice. Anything else here? Ah. Oh. I'd like to find this guy. Where you at, Mutt?
Search.
Take that bird point. Yeah, Leshy perk, I think is what we want. Master cook, I don't care about in the beds thing, whatever. Wonder if this poacher's gotten killed by wolves. That's my assumption. Oops.
What's that you got? It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, but they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it.
Look what I have for you.
Poacher's hunting knife. All the rest of that shit. Well, there we go. How nice. And D. Talk to the witness Stanislav, which we'll do right at the start of next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you're having a good one, and maybe we will catch you next time. Take care.